a tremendous moment for this team. Each player and coach receiving their well-deserved championship ring. And you're right where the action is about to begin as we welcome you to the NBA here on 2K Sports. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Minnesota Timberwolves going up against the Dallas Mavericks. This is Kevin Harlan, alongside Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And we've got David Aldridge, our Hall of Famer, patrolling the sideline. Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. The star backcourt, Doncic and Irving are the guard set. Moody is out there with Aaron Gordon, and it's Bassey in at the 5. And for Minnesota, Carter out there with Rui Hachimura. Then there's Anthony Edwards. Then there's Jalen Suggs, and it's Jeffries in at the center. And this season's still very young. Greg, what are you looking forward to this year?
Well, Kevin, I'm always interested in the rookies, seeing which guys step up. The leap to the NBA can be a huge one, so you never know what will happen with some of these young players.
And guys, there's no question that MP's team is one of the best on offense. And they want to prove that good offense wins over good defense.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how things shake out in other leagues. They say defense wins championships, but in the NBA, it's become possible to outshoot your opponent on any given night. This should be a fun matchup.
And for the inside scoop on MP, and I mean inside, let's send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, as you know, MP and his team have a reputation for lighting up the scoreboard. When I asked him if we should expect another offensive barrage tonight, MP told me that's what we do, David. Every team comes in thinking they can lock us down, but I've got news for them. They can't. He's got mad confidence, Kevin.
He does. I love that kid. He does, David, indeed. It'll be interesting to see how this one plays out. Outside Gordon. No one near him. Out to Doncic. Takes the 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Here's Carter, and he uses the glass on the layup. Carter's got his second basket of the night. For all the impressive things MP has done in his career, I know, Greg, there's only one stat that matters most to him. The 5 rings he's earned and wears with pride.
And MP's played an integral role in every title. He wasn't just part of 5 championship teams. He was the driving force behind them.
Minnesota with the ball after Luka Doncic's three-pointer that didn't go. Now, here's Moody. He's covered closely. Pass to Bassey. Back to Moody. Looking to end the run. Carter pulls it in.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
And Greg, at the time Kyrie joined Dallas, there were some questions around how he and Doncic would fit together.
Yeah, well, Dallas needed another ball handler who could score and make plays for others. Doncic couldn't do it all by himself, especially in the postseason. Now they're trying to build around those 2 guys.
Hits it from three-point range.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Minnesota leading by 4. Carter with a screen on Irving. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Irving against Edwards. Gordon with a screen on Suggs. Doncic against Suggs. Irving with a clean look. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
Some of the fastest hands in the league right now. Kyrie knowing he has to get rid of it.
Carter with it. Count it. Good. Carter's got 6. Last season, MP taking home the Bill Russell NBA Finals MVP award. And Greg, it was a very special moment.
And for the 5th time, I mean, that is Michael Jordan territory. But you know what? MP has earned the right to be mentioned along with MJ and the all-time greats.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Carter. Wembanyama, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. White comes in for Suggs. And Dallas with a change here, too. Reed's checked in. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Shot clock at 5. Here's Doncic. Shot by Gordon, wide open. And it's all evened up.
And with his jumpers going down, Gordon's game goes to another level.
And so White will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning was right there with another MJ, Michael Jordan.
Now here is Carter. He has 6. And finished off by Carter. Well, Greg, last season was one that MP will never forget, nor will his dad or grandpa, after being awarded his first NBA MVP.
And Kevin, what a special moment for MP and his family. Generations of hard work paying off in a huge way. But now it's a new season, and you know he's focused on what lies ahead.
Doncic with the bucket.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Irving against Edwards. To the paint. Here's Wembanyama. It's deflected, and he gets it back. Tie game in Minnesota. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And some good action in the books as we... Minnesota making some changes. Carter comes in for Bosh. And it's Suggs in for Pritchard. The Timberwolves have gone 0-4 in the second quarter. Obviously, that needs to change. You've got White. Carter out there with Wembanyama. Then there's Jalen Suggs. And it's Jeffries in at the 5 down low. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Here's Irving after the made shot from Carter. Irving kicks to Wilson. This one for 3. And it's White with the rebound. Timberwolves leading by 3. Pass to Suggs. Outside Carter. It's rebounded by Dallas. Coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
And the focus was to get stops. All game, they were right up on shooters, and that led to some big-time rejections.
Well, they did have some impressive numbers blocking shots, and I like their defensive game plan.
Well, there's not much to debate. MP has proven to be, Greg, one of the top players in this league.
No doubt. MP has put himself in that elite company after earning his 4th All-NBA first-team selection last season. And you know he'll be looking to earn that honor again this year. Frankly, I'd be surprised if he doesn't.
Well, that's a terrific kick-out pass. When the defense collapses like that on the inside, you've got open people outside.
And that one drops.
His strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Pass to Reed. Now Irving, White covering, feeds away. Rebound Minnesota. Wembanyama's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Carter. Here is Jeffries. Reed with the steal. Fast break Dallas. No one near Shepherd as he lets it go. It's good. This game is all even.
And the defense scattered all over the place on the break. Nice job finding the wide open 3.
And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions, but basically it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Edwards is checked in. Pass to Doncic, and there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Edwards is figuring things out. He said there's levels. My first few years, I looked for my shot and nothing else. I've learned that I can't win without my teammates and that I have to throw them the ball too. It's a team game. I know that now. Kevin, I know it too, so I'm throwing it back to you.
And you're the best teammate we could have. Thank you, David. And so it's Dallas with it. Following the three-pointer by Derek White. And here's Gordon from outside. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama has got 6 rebounds here tonight. It's Edwards on the wing. Right the pass to Carter. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And last season making all-defense second team. Greg, how satisfying is that for MP? Getting that recognition from the voters.
Yeah, Kevin, I think it shows where he's headed, right? He's never content with being a one-dimensional player. He wants to impact the game in all facets.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Jeffries is checked in, and it's Hachimura in for White. Edwards against Irving. 11 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. It's good. Irving's got his second bucket of the night.
And defensively, that's just not going to cut it.
Here's Carter. Hangs in the air. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one.
The previous play is under review.
Bring out the monitor and see if he got that shot off in time.
And the footage relayed to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus, I think he got it off in time. The replay leaving little doubt.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
They're going to switch the call. There is no doubt, looking at the replay, that he got it off in time.
Well, it's good they decided to take another look at it. I know some folks don't like how replay slows the game down and interrupts the flow, but when you have it there, you got to use it.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. We'll return shortly.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some upcoming games.
When I look at Dallas, they started the season on a high note. Now they look to improve to 2-0.
Yeah, they look strong in their first matchup, played with a lot of energy. We'll see if it carries over into this one.
And now let's talk about our featured game. It was a solid first half for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
One of the best ways to control the game, take care of the boards. Don't give up second chance points.
And at the offensive end, you can turn misses into makes. That's found money.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, one half to go. We're seeing a tremendous game from the Wizard.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
Mavericks trail by 8. On the floor for Dallas. The star backcourt, Doncic and Irving are the guard set. Moody is out there with Aaron Gordon, and it's Bassey in at the center position. And here is Doncic. Gordon finds Moody. And the three off target.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category. Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Irving. Suggs passes to Hachimura. Doncic against Suggs. Outside Edwards. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
And despite his young age, Coach Van Gundy, Anthony Edwards' leadership qualities growing day by day.
Yeah, Kevin, and a lot of it's because he is great at both ends of the court. Confident, charismatic, upbeat. He's learning that delicate balance between taking over a game and bringing his teammates along for the ride.
And the dunk by Hachimura.
And his coaches and teammates love that. They want Hachimura getting after it more on that offensive glass.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Irving dishes to Gordon. There's the pick. Pass to Bassey. Doncic with it. Kicks it out to Gordon. And it's out of bounds to the Mavericks as Dallas retains possession.
And so far the story on Luka Doncic. He's coming off an excellent season. And he also finished the season in the top 10 in rebounding. It's just a terrific year on the glass.
And seeing what he did last year, just blowing up the defensive schemes designed to keep him under control, man. As you said, second best scorer in the league. It was a beautiful thing to watch. Now Edwards, after Luka Doncic's three-pointer that didn't go. Over Irving, out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball. Let's take a look at the 2K leaderboard to find out who are the best shooters from behind the arc last season. And you look at Edwards. He's absolutely deadly from outside. And, of course, the Wizards. Same could be said about him. Another sniper. He'll hurt you from three-point land.
What shooting we saw from them all season. I mean, I'd love to see these guys in a game of course. They'd probably be draining shots from midcourt. And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
That bucket in no time at all. Irving's got 11.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Carter on the wing, defended by Gordon. And it's Carter missing. Mavericks trail by 6. Here's Doncic. Doncic converts inside.
And inside, Luka knows the bucket is there, so he is willing to fight for it.
Down low. Can we talk about this every night? So much great young talent coming into the NBA. Is there one player, though, in particular, who right now stands out to you?
Well, I have to say, Kevin, Victor Wembanyama. I don't know that we have ever seen a guy of that size do the things that he does. Now, you can say, well, what about Nikola Jokic? Well, Nikola Jokic, first of all, is not Victor Wembanyama's size. And then Victor's handle and his length, the guy's incredible. He's going to be the face of the NBA for a long, long time.
And here is Doncic after Anthony Edwards made that last three-pointer. A second chance effort. Rebound, Minnesota.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
For Minnesota, they have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. Some changes for Minnesota. Derek White's checked in for Hachimura. And it's Pritchard in for Jalen Suggs.
Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Now, here's Doncic. Reed a screen on White. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick.
Mavericks trail by 12. We've got White. Carter out there with Wembanyama. Then there's Suggs. And it's Pritchard in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. It's stolen by Wembanyama. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves.
Well, they're shot blocking. The defensive effort level has been great. You gotta love that intensity.
And also the hustle showing through with all those steals and not giving much breathing room for the offense to operate. And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Pass to Shepherd. Inside, here's Topic. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Topic has got his first points of the game. Timberwolves leading by 12. Here's Suggs. Out to Carter. Six on the shot clock. The good-looking shot from the wing. Carter's got 4 this quarter. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Irving surveying the floor. A floater, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Jalen Suggs.
So hard to contain. Irving enjoys putting the D on their heels and drawing fouls.
Greg, you love this topic more than anyone when you think about the best ball handlers of all time. Where does Kyrie Irving rank on your list?
Well, you know, I think, Kevin, he's at the very top. I've never seen anyone else pull off some of the things he does. Certainly makes a strong case for the best ever. Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Here's Topic. Pass to Irving. To the middle. Shot's good by Topic.
Yeah, I'd call this ideal scoring distance. It's almost too easy.
We've got a timeout called by Taylor Jenkins. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Jeffries has checked in, and it's Hachimura in for White. Dallas also making some changes. Charles Massey, he's checked in for Wilson. Moses Moody comes in for Shepherd. And Doncic is subbed in for Topic.
And a nice spark for their offense here in the second half. Now above 50% for the game.
And it's sent back by Carter. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Carter. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Gordon outside. He can't hit that time.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Well, it's easy to see why they continue to call his number. He's delivered, and he's the leading scorer in this game.
Doncic kicks to Gordon. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. They set the pick. Here's Irving. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Minnesota leading by 17. And then Carter with the dunk.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Gordon with the screen for Irving. Dallas again missing.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
Mavericks trailed by 19. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Again, Irving missing. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Edwards against Gordon. 5 to shoot. Carter, the pass to Hachimura. Off target from outside. Dallas has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Timberwolves.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket. Didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for the Wizards.
Well, offensively, they needed him to be aggressive, and he delivered. What a game.
44 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Carter outside. Back to Suggs. The Timberwolves working the ball around them. With the crossover. The Mavericks pull it in. And there's the foul. It'll go on the Wizard. That is his first foul of the game. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Topic. Now Shepherd. It's up a 3. Carter pulls it in. And then Carter with the dunk.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that about wraps it up. So for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.